We're back. We're back on July 22nd, 2025 on a Tuesday. Will this end on a Tuesday? We don't know. But it's day 16 of the Farlands or Bust Marathon, FLoB-a-thon, Subathon. The last one ever, probably. See terms for details. I am on TV. I'm on TV, everybody. I'm on TV. Careful, though. CBS might cancel me. We left off last Friday at 79,712.75 megabytes. My mom visited over the weekend. So that's why I was away, and now I am back. And if you're ready, I hope you've been keeping your woofs warm, because I'm ready to continue. Oh, wait. You know what else is ready to continue? The timer. There we go. All right. Let's continue. Woof! Good gravy! Could we expedite the process a little bit, Wolfie? Let's get that dog. And continue west to the Farlands here. Minecraft Beta 173. Great. Googly moogly. Oh, that's right. Didn't we, like, pass by a really cool area? But we had the fog on full. And we're like, well, I guess we'll be able to see at the start of the next episode, or live stream, what that area looked like. And then I just ran away. That's what it looked like. It looked better from the other side. We think. We think. We don't know. We couldn't see it. Wolfie. So let's continue on. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I need wool. Maybe a little bit. Guess, however, who just got stood up by a Craigslist buyer? This guy. Who's got 2 thumbs, 4 tires, and just got stood up by a Craigslist buyer? That would be me. They were supposed to buy the 4 tires, but then failed to exist at the predetermined and agreed upon location and time. Not the first time. Not the first time that's happened. Well, that's annoying. They're the old tires that came off the Volvo rims that I bought. Well, does anybody need the 17-inch tires? Summer tires? 205/50 R17. Anybody in the area? Bueller? Now that you mention it, no. Well, guess what? I don't either. But they got a lot of good life left in them. That's why I kept them instead of just letting the tire place recycle them. So anyway, I waited for 20 minutes and then I left. My time is worth more than the small amount of money I'm selling these tires for. I got Farlanding to get to. Don't they realize? And then they'll email back and say, oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't get there, blah, blah, blah. How about we meet on this time? And they're like, nope, they're not for sale. Not to you. That's what I do. Fool me once. Shame on you. You don't get a second chance. Yeah, my mom visited. It was the first time she's been here since I moved to Seattle. And the first time she met the girlfriend, who is my wife. My wife. So that was well overdue. And very nice. Only unfortunately had the weekend because they drove here from Colorado. Well, they're on their way back. But we mostly hung around here. Did some grilling. Grilled some stuff on the grill. Kind of checked out the local parks that we frequent on Saturday. My mom likes flowers and botanical gardens and stuff like that. And being from Denver, well, not Denver, but, whoa, Colorado, it's more, they're not in the mountains, they're like in the desert part of Colorado. So there's so much green and trees, and the big trees. Such big trees. But then yesterday we went to Mount Rainier. We went up to the visitor center and took some short hikes to get some good views of Rainier. And it was supposed to like be cloudy and rainy. It thankfully was pretty clear and nice out yesterday. I thought your family lived in the Chicago area. They surprisingly are not constrained to one geographic location. People can move, like me. But my mom lives in Colorado. Other family members, yes, are in the Chicago area. And also in LA. But that was very nice. We did go out. My mom's partner and my mom, being from Colorado, a landlocked state, they don't get a chance to get fresh fish. But myself and the girlfriend don't eat fish. But we took them out, or we tried to take them out. They ended up paying, despite our protest, to a restaurant, a seafood restaurant. I did, however, indulge and get seafood. I got crab pasta, crab fettuccine, because it was gluten-free. And I haven't had crab or seafood in 10 years, longer maybe. I used to like crab. That was trying something different. The girlfriend got steak. Would I get it again? Probably not. I don't feel like I was really forlorn or missing the taste of crab. And I've never liked like fish, like salmon or whitefish or cod or anything like that, so. I did not get the steamed clams. There was the steamed clams appetizer, which I posted a picture of the menu to Discord. Careful over! That was a big one. I think he fell off a tree. And then the other times we just cooked here, hung out here. My mom never met Juno. She's allergic to dogs and cats. She met Peepers and Niblet briefly. But we didn't want to take our chances. But Peepers, cats in general, but Peepers really know who's allergic to cats, and he was really doing the works, buttering her up, being a real bean around my mom. They somehow know. That was good, because I haven't seen my mom since, I think, 2 years ago? Maybe 3 years ago, I went out to Colorado to visit. And then, like I said, that was by myself. The girlfriend stayed home with the pets. So she never met my mom yet. How often do you chat with your mom on the phone? When Minecraft rudely reminds me to. Oh, you know what we missed? Nobody pointed out 11-11-11. Not even Lorgon is here for it. What a missed opportunity. Do we even care about the timer anymore? Are we gonna let it run out? After all this we've been together? I try to chat with my mom like twice a month, maybe. Catch up. As I could.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
How did we miss 11 hours, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds? Flushed now. We need to revisit it again.
Flushed? Like a toilet? Spooky noises.
Glory to you and your house.
Yay walking.
Yay!
Seaweb.
Seaweb? Dizzy Fingers, thank you for 15 months in the subtub. Subtub. We were hiking through the forest, and the girlfriend was very excited. We saw ghost pipe, which is a very rare plant. It's a plant, not... It looks like a mushroom, but it's a plant. It's translucent white, but it apparently only exists and only feeds off of a certain type of mushroom. What am I thinking of? Not bacteria, but fungus, lamungus, a parasitic plant. Yes. So it only appears in very limited areas, but we saw some. So she got to tell my mom all about it and show it off. I got some pictures. But it also, it's a plant, but it doesn't have any chlorophyll. It doesn't photosynthesize. It gets all its energy from this fungus that it leeches off of. So that was neat. We also heard off in the distance a very large tree fall.
Fungulus amongolus.
Amongolus. Which was interesting. They seem to be abundant this year. Oh, have you seen some? It was in a park that we'd been to before that the girlfriend saw it, and it tends to, like, recur around, like, in the same spots if those same conditions persist. By the Hood Canal? Huh. Yeah, we were down by Rainier where we saw it. Ghost Pipe? Any different than Ghost Chunks? That was very nice, but it was very tiring. Anytime we have visitors, even if we, like, don't want to... Oops. I just demand the fog. Like, overdo it. It still feels like we overdo it. Just a lot of activities. Although they really didn't want to drive, having drove in here from Colorado. Like, it would have been nice to show them the coast. We really like the coast, the Oregon coast and stuff like that. The girlfriend and I. We're up in the peninsula or something. But there just wasn't enough time. True. Also, anything social tends to drain me.
What time it is? I don't need a bloomin' cuckoo clock.
Union Girl! Adding time to the timer. Thank you very much for the 5-sub bath bomb. Bath bomb! I need 7 more subs? For what? Well, now I have 969 as far as during the subathon is concerned. Nice. Oh, for 11/11. Time's running out. What else is new? Couldn't sell those tires. Person didn't show up. The new tires that I had mounted last week.
What time it is? I don't need a bloomin' cuckoo clock.
That's kind of a weird alert. I just made that. I don't know if that works so well, but he's talking about time. Apollo Jedi, thank you very much. Another 5-sub bath bomb. What a weird waterfall.
I tell you what, I'll give you 20. 20? How uncharacteristically generous for a Ferengi.
One more crack at 11 hours 11 minutes and 11 seconds.
You did it with a $20 tip. Top tip of the day, Dizzy Fingers. Thank you very much. What else was I saying? Oh, I was driving the Volvo around with my family, and I really never drive on the like freeways or highways or anything like that, but this time I was. And going above 60 miles an hour, there's a wobble.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
We need to be careful. If we're not, a train might appear.
Well, it's probably too soon from the first train. There's a cooldown. There's a wobble. There's a vibration, which means they didn't properly balance one of the tires. I feel like it's the right front. Of course, I called yesterday to see if I could get in today, and they're like, oh, we don't have any appointments available. So now I don't know. I gotta figure that out. It's just not, it's just annoying. It's just annoying. So they're not aligned? No, they're not balanced. I don't know how much you guys know about tires, but tires generally... It wasn't, sorry, I used the word wobble because it's funny, but it was a vibration, like I could feel it. Not like that. But yeah, like tires generally don't weigh the same all the way around, so that's why they have to put little weights on the inside of your rims to balance the tire. So when it's spinning, it's an even spin, kind of like if you took one of the blades off of your ceiling fan, it would be unbalanced. So no, that's a service they provide when they mount new tires onto your rims. But it appears as though they didn't fully do so correctly. Well, yeah, there's like a big machine that they mount the tire on and then spin it really fast that then they can, I don't know how it works, but they calculate which side has more weight than the other side and how much weight to add to balance it out. Now I get to do that. And then I still wanted to take the Datsun in. Actually, the Datsun needs an alignment after I replace the suspension and the steering rack. My experience is it takes most places 2 tries to get it right. That's annoying. and dangerous and stupid. They just keep adding weights until it balances out. So anyway, little annoyances that took a back seat, literally, while my mom was visiting. There are like a couple car things happening this weekend I would like to go to. I'd like to bring the Datsun, but I'd also like to get it fixed. It aligned.
Glory to you and your house.
Ike Boy, tier 3 sub. That tier 3 sub adds 6 minutes. Thank you very much for 15 months in the sub tub. Sub tub! I don't know if there's a way for me to, like, have a special alert for tier 3 subs. There must be. I feel like it needs a little extra pizzazz. Oh. Did you get the vibration fixed in the Datsun? No, it still was doing it. I thought it was... It made the most sense, anyway, that it was the drum brake in the back. Either caliper or warped drum. So I replaced the drum, the shoes, the hardware, the calipers, and everything. And it was still doing it a little bit. But that's only, like, from a stop. It gets, like, wheel hop when accelerating away. I originally thought it was because it needed new shocks, and I did all that, and it still did it, so that's why I replaced the brakes in the back, and it still kind of does it. I don't know. It's not that important, other than that it's, like, a little bit embarrassing to, like, drive away from a red light and like my right rear tire hops. And that only happens when it's warm, too. Which is why it would have made sense to be the brake caliper overheating and, like, sticking. But even in replacing... when I get the alignment, I also want to do a brake fluid flush. Because I don't have the full capability to do that myself. But the next possibility for that is that it could be the rear differential. I don't know why that would happen when it's warm and only starting from a stop. If it was like the diff that was going. Or the wheel bearings in that wheel. I don't know. I don't know what else it could be. Yeah, yeah. But again, I don't know why that would... yeah, I guess I don't know why it would be so intermittent. But another, like, even more important is I need to get an exhaust on there. Just because I don't like driving it, because every time I do drive it, I end up losing brain cells, and all of my whole body and all my clothes I'm wearing get permeated with exhaust fumes and gas. You still have brain cells to lose. I have so many of them because my head is so big, remember?
You're not Nana. Nana's dead.
Leave her alone.
Woohoo.
Griddock, 89 months in the sub tub with those prime Bezos bucks. Sub tub. Curious. Is that a spawner? I don't see the spawner part of the spawner. I think it is a spawner. Yeah, I can see the chest. But I don't see the spawner. Like the spawner part of the spawner? I don't see the flames or anything. Oh, maybe that's it in the middle. That little red thing. For some reason. Huh. Weird. No, I see the chest. That's what I was saying. I see the chest, but I don't see the cage, the spawner. But it must be there on account of the spiders who have spawned. Kind of want to like look at it for to like confirm, but I don't see it, so we don't see it. Yeah, I did see like some weird red pixels that I think maybe it was like the floating point was making it not like hiding the flames. I don't want to do that. I'll make beds, not boats. Whoa. Side's leaping.
Oh, 11 hours, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds. Oh my god. Ding, 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 ding.
She didn't say, oh my god, like she normally does. Ding.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Minecraft. Ride the pig.
Thank you, Dryzart. You know the meme.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's the one. That's the one. I also made a for my mom visiting an apple blueberry crumble. A crumble. With hand-picked blueberries by yours truly. And they were picked without being attacked and stung by yellow jackets. like last year. These were conflict-free blueberries. The blueberries are popping off. Yeah, we went like 2 weeks ago and there were like some. But now they're starting to ripen. I think I went last week by myself to get them for the crumble. Bloop. Anybody seen a pink sheep around here? Oh no, but there's a lot of white sheep. They just attacked all at once. A battalion of white sheep. A battalion? Get it? I thought of that after the fact. Excuse me? Oh, did that one not fall? Oh, I don't have any inventory. I gotta do something with these diamonds and golds. The diamond boots. I should make diamond boots and maybe gold pants. You want me to use the gold in the spawn chunks? What do I need to use gold in the spawn chunks for? For powered rail? Isn't like a furnace minecart a thing in this version? Couldn't I just have the train go on that? I know they were before powered rails. I was there in the before times. I guess I don't know what we'd be testing. Because certainly, no. Like, the train isn't going, the minecart isn't gonna like disappear and then come back from the spawn chunk. Were you just like wanting to see if the train would keep moving the next time we see it or something? I mean, I wonder if a minecart would even exist. if it's like a sign or a chest or a furnace. You place it down and it's invisible, or like you can't interact with it. What would happen if you rode a minecart downhill into a ghost chunk? I mean, nothing, I assume, because when the ghost chunk exists, it behaves just as normal land. The weird stuff happens when you reload and they disappear. Ay, 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 Wolfino. Can you ride a minecart in this version? I guess. I mean, that's not anything I ever did in the game. I guess except for like maybe on the Minecraft server in the Nether to like get to a place or something.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Nice singing, Pert.
Thanks. It was the Don't Fall in the Lava song. Oh. I did see that Good is making YouTube videos again, or at least 2 YouTube videos of single-player Minecraft. I even commented on the first one. In my hilarious, witty way. You watched the first one and was sad? I also didn't watch the whole thing. I watched the first half. I don't know what all he talked about. I stopped watching when he was talking about he had like 500 chickens now, or he's a chicken farmer. In real life. I hope Good was able to save his alone VODs from the highlight apocalypse. I have no idea. Honestly, he seems like the type of guy who would not bother with all the annoyance that it caused me. They made it, yes, Cone. They did. They did. How could anybody have problems? It was so intuitive and straightforward, and they definitely didn't change the terms and the date and the methods and the menus for exporting videos mid-Exodus. Everything was clear and consistent and functional, most importantly. Twitch is a fine business application. One minute past the final 11 hours. Hey, Wolfie, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. There we go. Picture. Oh man, one morning though, they came over for breakfast. And I made pancakes. That's a bad idea. Don't make pancakes ever again. It's so difficult. Pancakes is difficult. Like, everybody ended up enjoying them, and nobody was any the wiser. Well, my mom's allergic to eggs, so I tried making a batch without eggs. And so I like made like an egg replacement out of flax seeds, or at least that's what the instructions told me. Yeah, gluten-free ones, mind you, also. Except the flax ones kept sticking to all the pans. I like went through 3 pans until I found like our one remaining non-stick pan that we have, and just like loaded it up with butter. I had like so many destroyed pancakes. And our stovetop is so unpredictable, I can't like keep it a consistent heat, so like it takes forever or it happens too fast and burns them. I was stressed out, man. Yeah, I didn't have applesauce, I didn't have banana, I had flax. That was stressful. I was stressed out. But the girlfriend was very gracious and entertained them while I was, like, living my own personal episode of The Bear in the kitchen. The next day, we went out to breakfast. Well, they did say the ones that did turn out that were the flaxseed were good and fine. But it took sacrifice to get there. Indeed. And honestly, if my mom ends up watching this, she had no idea of the strife I was going through upstairs, probably. Hi, Mom. It's okay. Everybody enjoyed the pancakes. That's what matters. Ding. Your mom is allergic to cats and eggs and what else? Why are you writing her a letter? Cats and dogs, animals, eggs, walnuts apparently, which was unfortunate because I put walnuts in the blueberry apple crumble, but they ate around them, they said. Smooth nuts. Not the wrinkly nuts. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should have asked, is it the wrinkly nuts? Wow, that is a deep cut. How does she deal with vaccines? She doesn't. She can't get the vaccines. Or she has to find somewhere that has special versions of the vaccine that don't have the egg-based medium or whatever they're in. She's also allergic to latex.
An anonymous user gifted a Tier 1 sub to Burkjack.
Burkjack. Yep, that's their name. Thank you, anonymous gifter. I mean, she has like she has significant asthma, which is what is triggered when allergic to things. Like as a child, she spent a lot of time in a hospital. They didn't have things like inhalers and those sorts of medicines or anything like that. So my older sister inherited that particular thing. I had a little bit of asthma growing up, but I've mostly got over it. I am personally allergic to like horses, farm animals. Will make my nose and eyes runny and make me a bit hard of breathing. Horses.
An anonymous user gifted a Tier 1 sub to Taylor X Factor.
Thank you, anonymous user. Does Minecraft crash now that you are so close? It it has, and it would. We did implement a few tweaks, modifications to the code so that it doesn't crash, particularly when there's falling sand. That's caused by the floating point. And since then, it's been fairly stable. We do stop every hour or so to back up the world. Although I don't know, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that was part of the problem we were having before, but yeah, anytime we played over an hour, it would like start to lock up and crash. And that's just kind of like a precaution that we have been doing for X amount of years. You want a slightly extended segment? You mean you want an extra bed? I could be convinced. And I think you know how. For $1. I don't know, I did waste a half an hour of my time waiting for a Craigslist buyer never to show up.
An anonymous user gifted a Tier 1 sub to Kurt Farlands.
Thank you. Anonymous again.
Dryzard gifted a Tier 1 sub to $4. They have given 327 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, Dryzart. I like how she said it, and she's pronounced it like the number 4, which I don't know how that's possible, but she pronounced it like the number 4.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
You know what I mean.
Listening to FLoB is the only thing keep me awake at work.
People have told me it puts them to sleep, so you're welcome.
An anonymous user gifted a Tier 1 sub to FLoB.
Lob in the subtub. Slice. No. Snowballs. $18,000 is crazy. Where is 18,000 bits? Oh, is that on like the bit leaderboard? I have the sub leaderboard up. Spooky noises. That is an okay amount of bits. I mean, compared to some of the tips we've gotten, Dryzart. Crazy goofball. You just had to replace your roof. Whoop. That's the sound of the roof being replaced. Excuse me. I don't know if I've been fully convinced.
Greetings, Sponge Robert.
Do it for the numbers.
That was alarming. Subsponge. 6 months on the coattails of Pallet Hands gift subs. That might have been too loud. And a side sleeping at that. All right, Sponge Robert. You've convinced me. Yes, that is a specific Subsponge alert. I had another one, but that one made more sense. Despite the fact that I don't... It's Subsponge, true to their name, has only been here solely on a gift sub status. But they're also responsible for the X tracker and the spawn chunk science. You don't understand Twitch, so you bought a t-shirt. Are you in Europe? Did you buy it from Spreadshirt? Because somebody bought a Spreadshirt shirt recently, and I got paid by Spreadshirt for like the first time in 8 years. Alright. Ah, the National Park one. Previously banned by Mojang. You're gonna make a special shirt for when you reach the Farlands. If you know me, then you know that I definitely did not plan for that contingency. I don't even know what it would be. The girlfriend had that idea too. It took me 15 years to walk to the Farlands, and all I got was this t-shirt. I still had to pay for this t-shirt. I was thinking something like a band like a tour t-shirt. Like the Farlands. Reunion Tour 2025. And then on the back is like all the F3 numbers and dates instead of like the tour dates. I don't know. I'd have to think of something that like is a little bit more like we reached the Farlands. Oh. Pattern could be the overviewer map. Pattern? It'd be 1 pixel? Well, the problem with all this merchandise is I can't use anything from Minecraft. I can't use a picture of the Farlands. I'll have to, much like I did for the National Park one, commission like an artist to do it. Can't even use a picture of a block of ice. One that I recreated myself and didn't just copy specifically from the game. Get off my lawn, all you dang Nearlanders. A bunch of tally marks counting the Minecraft days it took? I don't think we even know that. I don't think that's a number that is knowable. Oh. No text-to-speech on that one. Does the game track total playtime? No. And if it did, like, we've uninstalled and reinstalled onto different newer computers and stuff like that. So all that stuff has been reset and lost at multiple times. Yeah, what I'm using now, the multi-MC, does track like the playtime, total playtime. But that I've only started using that since last year, so. I mean, yeah, if you're looking for like the Farlands or Bust time, the YouTube playlists would probably be your best bet. That's not a good sign. Well, that's a spawner right down there. How about it? Wolfie. Wolfie. Hey, Bep, have a seat. It's fine. That's gonna be annoying. I mean, they're way down there. That shouldn't affect my situation. Other than being annoying. What could possibly go awry? Oops. All right. Should I make my diamond boots just to get rid of them? These are such good iron boots, though. Maybe not yet. All right, let's go to sleep and see what Sub Sponge was so excited about to go this extra day. Ah, I see what you were going for. Close. Close. A little bit too far, though. 79, 8.63. Back for segment 2 of day 16 of the FLoB-a-thon Subathon 2025. Just shy, or just past. Just, what's the word that's like just shy, but for actually going over? We went over what we were aiming for, 7979797, but ended up here instead. Just proud? I don't feel proud about it. Overshot. Just overshot. I don't think that works colloquially. Get your colloquials ready and your woofs, because we are going to continue. Woof! Woof! And those guys. I am ready to continue. Exceeded. Exceeded would have worked. I would have accepted exceeded. Just excessive of. Just excised of our goal. That's a tall tree. Anyway, continuing on, there was probably a golden apple in that spawner, but we don't care. In excess. In excess! That's a variation of exceeded. We know words here. Wolfie, stop getting in my way. Stop it! Oh God! Stop it. There. All right. Carrying and continuing on towards the final 10 hours of this here subathon, FLoB-a-thon. This way. Oh. So what else is new with everybody else? Dryzart got a new roof, I guess. Apologeta got a raise. You could say they both raised the roof. Sorry. Waiting on an interview to save you from DoorDash hell? That, yes. Oh, I need wood. Gotta chop down that tall tree. Where in the heck do you think you're going, sir? Ooh, excuse me. Zombles. Oh, buddy, excuse me. Anything else? Any other? That's that, and that is what's new with everyone. I mean, honestly, I don't feel like there's a lot new with me either. So that tracks. Oh, too much wood. Oh, good. All these spawners that we're seeing. That's a skeleton. We did clean the basement, although probably not as thoroughly as I would like to have planned. It is cleaner. Of course, now I actually have to, like, go through the stuff that I still have and make decisions about getting rid of. Ooh. You know my thoughts about a good waterfall. Need a wider angle lens. The stray you were talking about adopting might be pregnant. You gotta take it to a place to find out. A vet or a spay and neuter clinic. Cone Dodger is now a vlogger. if I could say what's new with people who aren't me. Cone did some cleaning of his own. Remember Kurt, indeed. Side sleeping. That sure was a thing, right? I do want before the VOD apocalypse. I mean we did stream that. Anyway, I did download the bonsai stream. I want to put that up on Kurt Indeed. But I have to like actually have to do it. Which is the most difficult part after all, isn't it? Sorry, bonsai. Do I have a skincare routine? Why are you suggesting I blog it? Vlog it? Slog it? Yeah, but also no. I have soap for my face and soap for everything else. And I put on sunscreen.
Skincare or bust.
That was a weirdly specific number of bits. Woof. You shampoo your beard. Yes, yes I do. I have a beard shampoo. And then I blow dry it. That I learned from Vintage Beef. You shampoo someone else's beard. Not that I'm aware of. Oh. Well, this tree doesn't exist. Yeah, beefs. How do you think I learned? Speaking of spawners, this one we can actually explore. Maybe, if I get enough dirt. Ooh. That skeleton. Wait a minute, I don't see any chest bumps. This is the Craigslist. Oh, there's one. What do we got? Oh, it's a double chest. No, wait, what? There it is. A piece of bread and 2 wheat. It's a spooky wheat. Gluten. Oh. Oh, that's where that guy is, huh? Okay, I'm just gonna do that. 1 chest! Who earns... Oh, I thought I was gonna rush that guy. Alright, I guess I'll take the wheat. Oop. It is the Craigslist buyer of spawners. What a letdown. We have had spawners with 0 chests, yes. Wolves. Whoa! Watch your step there, Kurt. Jeez. Whoa. It is the dawn of the final 10 hours. Down to 5 digits on this timer. For the first time ever.
What's all this?
We're having fun.
Started watching when I was 11. Now I'm ancient. Good luck on the rest of the journey.
Thank you, TNT_. Now you're a lawyer with 2.5 kids. So many sheeps, but not a pink one to be found. They're endangered. They're like the Tasmanian tiger. We know they exist, but we have no confirmation. I need pigs. Why have I not been seeing pigs? My mom did recommend chair yoga, like sitting on a chair yoga videos on YouTube. Since I don't like doing regular real yoga. Anybody do chair yoga? I do know how to sit in a chair, usually. That's weird. Somebody stop building the hidey hole. You haven't? Even though your wife has tried you to get to do it? For shame. Oh. 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 It's Wolfie. Oh. Oh, God. How did you fall twice? Okay, we really need pigs. You do chair stretches. Chair yogurt. The wildflowers were very much blooming up at Mount Rainier. If you're in the area and you want to see the wildflowers. What am I doing? I don't need wood at all. Oh! There. Sorry. Sorry, tree. Just kidding. Nature is healing. Delicacy. Excuse me. I finally got a pumpkin flower, like a female pumpkin flower, that I did my best to pollinate. Well, it feels like it's getting kind of late for getting a pumpkin by October, but pumpkin in my garden, not in Minecraft, a real life pumpkin. You gotta pollinate your own pumpkins. Or else you don't know if a bee's gonna do it, or it's gonna like bring pollen from like a zucchini or something and screw the whole thing up. You gotta do the same thing for your zucchinis too. Can zucchini and pumpkin reproduce together? Oh. Who's digging this? Okay. That was weird. It depends? Maybe? They are both gourds, I suppose. An inlet. Okay, there are still animals. Where is pigs? Oh. Where is pigs? I meant to make beds, not boats. Now I got like 6 boats. I'm smart. Side sleeping. Just gotta find pancakes to feed the pig. We do have a few leftover pancakes. Boats, boats, boats. Pigs, pigs, pigs. There was like a pig group right at the beginning by our where we started this session, and I kind of like, we'll see more, and then we didn't. That was some behind the scenes. Of this session of Farlands or Bust. In the mind of Kurt J. Mac. Have you ever seen a new copy of a previous encountered ghost chunk? No, I think they're too random for that. I don't know that it couldn't happen, but I feel like they're too random for that to happen. Spawn chunk, yes, obviously, but not the random ghost chunks. Although I am kind of curious about that last one. Like, if we found where it was, would there be like half a piston still there on the inside of it? I feel like the only way for that to happen would be to actually find it and teleport to it. You see the spawn chunk? Yeah, the spawn chunks are predictable. They're not of our spawn. But like, they don't include our home cabin or anything like that. They're adjacent to it. No, the spawn chunks remain. The spawn chunk does not go away if you relog. The ghost chunks, yes. Ooh. Oh, Wolfie. Ugh. Okay. That was a thing that exists. Something like 95%. We don't know. Or maybe not 95%. Give or take 5 or so percent. It's a mystery. We're coming up on the anniversary of pressing F3 on July 25th. Mined the Farlands and we press F3 1 year to the day. If nobody else adds to the subathon timer. Look at that thing. I like how the top has snow on it. I was going to say it's like some sort of space laser probe. Frickin' lasers. From space. Oh. Ooh, I'm so tired. Oof. Lava? Or is this just stone? That's a good mountain shape right there. I stopped the flow of water. Damn. Get it? Jokes. Oh God. Have a seat, Wolfie. Jesus. This might have been a mistake. High altitude side sleeping. Ooh, yeah, this is bad. This is a bad place to have ended up, isn't it? So I guess we go back the way we came. What about over here? This way seems safe. Oh. And it's closer to the X0, so that's a positive. That's a positive. Ooh, boy, excuse me. Zombles. Oh, buddy. Whew. Fine. Doing fine.
Good tea. Nice house.
Apparently I've subbed here before. Red Heart Good Things.
Red Heart Good Things. Jess XO, thank you for coming back with 8 months in the sub-dub. Sub-dub. Oh, whoop, I have a boat on account of how I made a lot of them. Ooh, sorry. I don't really keep yawning. Ugh. It's a medical condition. Let's just say that. I have to get a doctor's note. Allowed to yawn. That sure is a place. Ooh. Have a seat, Wolfie. I just kind of want to take a peek, see in this valley of something. Valley of Valium. Excuse me? Neat. What's that called? A valley? No, like when something like looks too real that it is less real. I can't think of the word. Uncanny, yes. The Valley of Uncanny. It would have been funnier had I come up with that name when I was in there.
An anonymous user gifted a Tier 1 sub to Uncanny Valley.
Thank you, anonymous gifter. Not a lot of pumpkins, but a good amount of pumpkins. A rare 2x2 block of 4 pumpkins. I don't know if it's actually rare. I just decided to say that right now when I seen it. I don't think there's gonna be any pigs, guys. I don't think there's gonna be any pigs. Oh, careful, Wolfie. He's stuck. He's not. Ah! At what point do you leave Wolfie to hunt for pigs? Well, I could hunt all I want and I'll never find them. Because we seem to be in a mob drought. The only way to correct that would be to save the game and reload it. This happens pretty frequently, although, excuse me. Content. This happens pretty frequently, although it seems to be completely random. And without much of any, like, predictable sense. Sometimes there'll be mobs throughout the entire segment, throughout the hour. Other times we go one day and then there's nothing. And that also means that, like, at nighttime, hostile mobs won't spawn. I think it has more to do with the amount of chunks we're loading by just continually walking. Than it is, like, a particular anything related to being this far out, or if I were to stick around a certain spot longer. Because yeah, certainly when when we're building like the F3 monuments and hanging around for multiple days, like new animals keep spawning and then despawning. But I think the fact that, oh god, Wolfie, his tail is quite down, actually, now that I look at it. Since we're, like, spawning animals and then leaving the chunk, I think the game remembers saves where those animals were instead of despawning them. And there's like a limit. Maybe. This is my hypothesis. And that also counts mobs all the way in caves and underground. We did load a bunch of, oh no, well, I mean, that was mostly before we saved and backed up the world. I was gonna say all those spawners that we passed up underground, but if that was something different. Has this always been the case? Careful, jeez! Ah, I got nothing for you. Take it easy. All right, we're gonna try to stick to the ground level here. Yeah, it would be helpful if a wolf could eat something else to heal. I mean, I guess in modern versions of the game they can eat zombie meat, but zombies don't even drop meat in this version. Zombies is birds. Zombies is birds. Won't be going that way. You hear sheep? Not in my game, you don't. Maybe there's a sheep in your walls. Trapped in the body of a sheep. Ooh, ancient hieroglyphs. What could it mean? It's a guy kicking a soccer ball. Oh, we got yawns, we got coughs, we got everything. I have had like a sore throat for like the last week. Very annoying. Must be, I feel like it must be allergy related. Or we have mold. Because I've not like actually gotten sick or anything. All right, I'm not gonna push. My luck, Wolfie. We'll set up shop right here. And hopefully more mobs will respawn when we load in here again. Again. At least let the wolves and dogs have a golden apple. That would help me clear up my inventory. All right. I feel like we should make a gold shovel and a gold axe next to replace these when they go. But until we make that decision, let's go to sleep and back up the world. $79,868.28 megabytes on the world save size.